Hi, this is Josh with Lakeland Mills Incorporated. Today we will be watching as Dana assembles a picnic table, model number CFU232. Once you get your box, you will want to sort all of your pieces to make sure that everything is there and that nothing got damaged in shipping. As you sort through the logs, you may see that some of them have cracks. This is called checking, and it is a normal part of the drying process and adds to the natural rustic beauty of the furniture. Lay the 4 table boards on a clean dry surface with the 2 inner table boards with brace holes in the center and the 2 outer table boards on either side. Place the boards sanded side down. Note the position of the inner boards with the brace holes. Lift each board and insert 2 of the 3.5-inch bolts into the pre-drilled holes. Repeat on the other end. Do not insert bolts into the center holes. Position the table cleats onto the 3.5-inch carriage bolts. Place the flat side down and to the inside of the table. Attach with the washers and nuts. You can use a mallet or a block of wood with a hammer if needed to set the cleat into the bolts. After you're done with that, use a deep well socket to tighten the nuts, drawing the carriage bolts flush and snug to the top of the table.
This nut.
Repeat for the other side. As you tighten the nuts, be careful not to over-tighten them, as the bolt heads can pull too deeply into the tabletop. Position legs on the 4 corners. The side of the leg with the larger bore hole should be facing toward the center of the table. Please note that each pair of the legs are opposite. Install 4 of the 6-inch bolts through the table cleats into the legs. Install washers and nuts. Do not tighten these down completely at this time. After the legs are on, attach the bench rails with the 6-inch bolts, nuts, and washers. Position the bench rails with the flat side against the legs and with the counter bores facing out. The counter bore holes for the benches should be facing up at this time. Once the table is flipped over, these holes will be facing the ground. Install the 6-inch bolt through the bench rail and then through the leg. Use the washers and the nuts to secure. Do not completely tighten. With some help, carefully flip the table over onto its legs. Level the top and then tighten down all the knots. Make sure that the tabletop is parallel to the bench rail before attaching the leg braces. Attach the four 9-inch leg braces with the 4-inch lag screws. Center the brace to the leg and the bench rails. You can use a hammer to tap the lag screw in about 1/2 inch before starting. Attach the table brace with the 3.5-inch carriage bolts, nuts, and washers to the tabletop, with the bolts going through the center holes of the two center table boards. Attach the other end of the table brace to the center of the bench rail with the 5-inch hex head washer screw. Attach the bench boards with the 4-inch nuts and washers. It may be necessary to adjust the bench rails to allow the bolts to drop into the holes of the bench by loosening the bench rail nuts from the legs. For some people, it may be easier to pick the table up and let it rest on the boards, such as Dana is doing here, to get easier access to the washers and the nuts. Now would be a good time to stain your picnic table with a good penetrating oil-based deck sealant, or you can leave it natural to weather to a silvery gray color. Thank you so much for watching. We hope that this video helped answer any questions you may have had in assembling your picnic table. If you still have questions, feel free to contact our customer service department at 1-800-427-5136. Thanks again for watching, and we hope you have a great day.